Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. I'm Cheryl Jennings. We have been talking about adoption, children and older youth looking for permanent families. According to a Black Adoption Placement and Research Center, California leads all states with more than 100,000 children in out-of-home placements. In San Francisco and Alameda County, 66% of the waiting children are African American. Older children are less likely to be adopted. Joining us now to talk more about domestic adoption is Lynn Fingerman. She is the founding member of On Your Feet Foundation and co-director of Adoption Connection in San Francisco. And right now we're going to talk about babies. I know we've been talking a lot about the older children. It's tough to find them, but also babies need homes too.
Absolutely.
So tell me about Adoption Connection and what it does.
Well, Adoption Connection is a licensed private adoption agency, licensed by the state of California and supervised as such. Our focus in domestic adoptions is to try to find homes for newborn babies, to work with pregnant women who are considering what their options are if the pregnancy was unplanned and they don't feel that they can be moms at this time in the best way.
Now, this is all ethnic backgrounds, right?
They are of all ethnic backgrounds, and we also work with adopting parents and provide services and education. And then we help the birth parents and adopted parents to find each other and make adoption plans.
Do they stay in contact with one another?
They often do. Part of the process that we use is a lot of counseling and preparation beforehand for both birth and adoptive parents. And part of that is asking what kind of contact they want afterward. Something that is now called open adoption really is, has spread around the country. Sure. And that means for us that we empower birth and adoptive parents to create the adoption they want and to develop a relationship with one another. That often leads to continuing to have emails, pictures, phone calls, and visits, depending on what is defined by the birth and adoptive parents and what they want.
Wonderful. All right. Now, you are also a board member of On Your Feet Foundation. I want to get to that before we run out of time.
Okay, fine.
What is that?
Well, On Your Feet Foundation is kind of the brainchild of some of us who are professionals in the adoption field, particularly this kind of domestic adoptions where young women make a very difficult decision that they want to feel that it's necessary for them to place their child for adoption. They're giving the most incredible gift anyone could ever give another person, and sometimes they do struggle with the loss afterward. On Your Feet Foundation is trying to address those issues.
So emotional support?
Well, it's partially emotional support. After the baby is placed in the home and the finalization has occurred in the adoptive home, birth mothers are offered mentors, counseling, and even scholarships to technical programs, colleges, finishing their GED, going to culinary school and getting the pots and pans necessary, etc.
What a great idea.
So, yeah, to get them on their feet, and that's how the name came about. And we've been going about 1.5 years now. We've had 2 successful fundraisers, and you know, I encourage people to look into it, look online. It's a great organization, and for me, it's very meaningful. I work with a lot of birth mothers. I have tremendous admiration for them and the gift they're giving, and I work with a lot of adoptive parents who are so overjoyed at being able to be parents that this is a giving back.
We have about 30 seconds left. You also adopted a child.
Yes, yes, we did. My husband and I did 26 years ago. She's an adult. And she is in contact through emails and letters with her birth mother and birth family. But she is very much our daughter and lives about 20 minutes from us.
Wonderful.
And is launching her own life.
Fantastic. And you helped launch her life, too. It's nice to have that.
That's the idea.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to let everybody at home know about all of these services, too. Again, we have to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to learn about international adoptions in just a moment.